Hi everyone, Master the Voice with Aaron Lowe. I'm going to talk today about injuries to the front of the neck. This is all because when I was driving to work today, a guy was saying on the radio station I listened to Hits 97.7. They're out of Niagara, and they're a rock station, and I usually do my warm-ups to the rock station, the rock music. I kind of like it. But one of the hosts was missing, Matt Soper. He got hit in the neck with a ball in ball hockey. And all I could think about is I hope he's okay, and that ball hit him square in the voice box, either in the side of the neck or in the front of the neck. And so I wanted to show you guys what would happen. The cartilage that is your voice, if we expand this, I gotta expand it this way. First of all, this neck is not in proportion. There's so many tracheal rings coming out of this person, and their neck is that it's too long. It is great software, but this neck does show much longer than normal. Anyways, your voice box, your vocal cords live right in here. And these cartilages are malleable and they're tough, but it's called blunt trauma when the voice gets hit by something. And we try to protect our neck in sports, whether it's with a neck guard and a goalie for hockey, or that it's just a severe penalty for anyone that gets hit in the neck on purpose, that the person that hit them gets a severe penalty, like many games suspension. But a ball, a puck, baseball, even a football can glance off of someone and hit someone in the throat. And usually it pushes and moves your larynx, but it does create kind of a contusion or a muscle spastic reaction. And rarely does anything break. I think we do have a risk where the hyoid bone could break, but it's very, very rare. I've seen it in one actor that got hit with a sword and it broke this part of the hyoid, but that's very rare. It can dislocate a little cartilage inside there called the arytenoid cartilage, but most of the time it just creates muscle reaction and kind of a bruising response, because as we see this muscle zone go back in, this sheath of muscle here called the platysma, let's delete that. That's a very thin sheath. This muscle is very protective and head turns our system. Let's take that out. Even these muscles are all part of a bigger structure. Most of the time, if it affected Matt's voice, then it'll affect the way his voice is compressing or feeling relaxed, and then that could cause a problem. It could end up injuring something and create a little bleed in an area, so he might have to have his vocal cords looked at from the inside where we scope somebody. But this likely was more of a ball strike right in this area, and it creates a really severe bruise. So the only other negative that can come from some of my patients, maybe in the last, 2-3 years, I've had a number of cases where people are in jiujitsu. I've had a pro level singer, a female pro singer who, she was high level competitive jiu-jitsu, and she was sparring with a man just because she was so good, but he was like 265 pounds, she said, and she was sparring at 130 pounds. And he put her in a chokehold, and she just tapped too late. Basically, they're supposed to tap out. And I was a little upset, saying it was just practice and you're supposed to tap out early, not late. And she kind of knew it was a bad mistake on her part, but she thought she could get out of the hold. And that to me is jeopardizing of her career. The other are usually businessmen and financiers, and they go to this practice, which is very intense workout practice, but they don't tap out early enough. And so it can really hurt the neck and the larynx. And I really find it difficult to trust that the other person will know that that's going to happen. They're just doing something that's kind of new to them too. So please, if you work out and you practice jiu-jitsu as a part of a workout, and you're not a paid athlete in that sport, tap out early. Don't tap out late. It's a big piece of the body that once we lose our voice and we have problems that go to the nerves, because the nerves look like this, and something can be affected by a damaged nerve that affects your arms, your hands, your shoulders, pain receptors, pain response in your throat. And we just don't want vocal cord paralysis because we tapped out a little bit too late. And it's usually 1 split second makes the biggest difference. So I hope Matt's better, and I hope you tap out early. Okay, thank you. See you soon.